Welcome friends to another installment in the LASE series. So LASE is already a great tool that saves a lot of time when dealing with Logic Pro articulation sets, allowing batch treatment and all sort of things. Yet there is one step that's a little bit long to do. It's typing the articulations list actually. But what if we can improve that as well? Welcome version 1.3, almost 1 year since the launch of the first version, and let's review all the great stuff I have to show you. So first thing, LASE now adopts a new GUI, making it even easier to batch editing and this kind of operations. But first and foremost, it introduces a new plugin. Yes, it's an extension, it's a paid extension that allows you to take the picture of your favorite libraries and turn them into an articulations list. How does it work? It works fine. Let's review that. Version 1.3 introduces a redesign of the app to bring more coherence among views and pop-ups and editing across all tabs. It's now easier to navigate in the grid using arrows and edit values using Enter or Return keys. Also notice that the scrolling applies to the articulations grid only and leaves all buttons always visible. With this new version, it's also possible now to drag and drop articulation set files directly in LASE to open it. Also, another change, the action buttons have disappeared. Now, batch editing is done by simply selecting multiple rows, by the way, notice the selection counter, and edit the value on one row. The change is copied to all selected rows. It applies to color picker as well. Another small change, now in Outputs tab, the Auto buttons will apply the sequence to only selected rows. If no rows are selected, then the sequence applies to all rows as before. LASE 1.3 contains also a number of fixes and improvements. See my website or the user manual for details. So now let's move to the new feature, the scan plugins. So scan plugins is a mix of OCR optimized for articulations detection, and it works great. Let's see that in action. Click on the scan plugin button in the articulations tab and open the pop-up. It is divided in two parts. On the left, the interactive viewer, on the right, the articulations panel, collapsible. Now, we'll need an image to analyze. First, a disclaimer, scan works only, obviously, with text-based articulations list. It won't work for libraries using musical symbols or graphics to list articulations. You can let LASE capture your screen using the capture button. You can also upload the picture of a library or plugin. And more interesting, capture your plugin or library using the native capture app of macOS. Using Shift-Command-4 or Shift-Command-5, copy the capture in clipboard and paste it into LASE. At this stage, the viewer is showing you the capture image plus a couple of informations shown as chips under the viewer. Now we need to focus on the articulations list only to trigger the extraction. This can be done in two ways. Either draw a box on the viewer and use crop to focus on articulations and redo until you're satisfied, or draw boxes around the list of articulations. Just draw a box around the articulations. No need to do it for each articulation. And make sure your box doesn't cut the text. Try to avoid as much as possible musical symbol, key switching indicators and graphical elements not related to articulations. You can always clear and redo the boxes. Once you're satisfied with selection, hit the extract button, wait a couple of seconds to let the magic happen, and review the articulations in the expanded panel. In this panel, you'll find the list of all detected articulations. You can, of course, adjust the text. Merge two articulations into a new one by selecting them sequentially and hitting Merge. Add or remove articulations. Reorder them by drag and drop. And adjust their case using Predicase. lowercase or uppercase toggle. Once you're happy with the list, click on the Add to Articulations list button. The articulations are always added to the list and never replace the existing list. This is useful for libraries where articulations are spread across several pages. LASE will allow you to add articulation in different paths. Well, at this point, I think you're impressed and you wonder if it's working for every case. Let's review some special cases now in order to take the full benefit of this detection plugin. So some libraries are showing you a lot of text in addition to the articulations, like velocity values, key switches, musical symbols, CC and so on. In this case, detection can produce a lot of unwanted items, like garbage. In this case, check the stronger filtering option to perform a detection strongly emphasizing articulations words. Also, LASE includes a fine-tuned algorithm to detect whether the articulations are organized as a list or as tiles. This greatly improves the grouping of words. Yet sometimes LASE is fooled by some libraries having a mix of both. In this case, I recommend drawing boxes for each of the articulations tiles and check the Force List button. Usually the result greatly improves. Then, if you have the possibility to zoom text or give it more space, this will improve results as well. For more details, please check the website or the user manual. I hope you really enjoyed these features and I can't wait for you to try it for yourself. There is still the demo for 14 days and all the demo have been reset, so if you already tried in the past, you can try it again. And also you can still benefit from the YouTube 10 code that lifts 10% off the price, so you don't have any excuse anymore. Okay, I know everyone asked for this, but please like and subscribe to this video, it helps me a lot. And see you in the next one. À bientôt!